People have been debating whether they should pick up Sylveon and buy it or they shouldn't, what moves to run, what items to run. Some people have been doing it all wrong. I'm here to end the debate once and for all. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Honestly, comment down below what Pokemon you want me to cover in depth in another video. I'm happy to cover more Pokemon. So yeah, let's talk about Sylveon in Pokemon Unite. If you're playing Sylveon, I suggest you run Hyper Voice and Calm Mind. Calm Mind is just better over Draining Kiss due to the benefits from Calming Mind. It is better than the healing you do from Draining Kiss, plus late game Calm Mind Plus gives you shield, which is really useful and free. Plus Calm Mind, your movement speed increases, allowing you to chase down people better. Plus you do more damage for free since you get a special attack boost from Calm Mind. Sadly, all the pros of Calm Mind just outweigh any pros that you would possibly get from Draining Kiss. Now, Mystical Fire is a good option. It's easier to land for damage. The dash you get from Mystical Fire lets you reposition mid-fight, dodge moves like Slowbro Surf, Snorlax Heavy Slam, etc. Lets you pass through walls similar to how you can with a eject button, and it even allows you to rotate through the map a lot faster, getting to where you need to with Sylveon easier. The best part is you could score while Mystic Fire is still activated, and it acts as a passive attacking move while you're scoring that might actually scare off some opponents from approaching you. Mystic Fire, each flame that hits reduces the cooldown of the move, and after the first flame hits, the subsequent flame of the same target deals 25 damage. You get all the benefits of this from Mystical Fire, but Hyper Voice is the better option for Sylveon due to the constant damage that Sylveon can provide with Hyper Voice, especially in team fights, stealing objective, doing damage to not just one person, but everyone that the sound wave actually hits. The reality is that the constant damage you can output with Hyper Voice and the fact that there's really no way to stop Sylveon while Hyper Voicing makes it better than Mystical Fire, as Mystical Fire can allow you to be better and dodge opponents in a 1v1 setting. Hyper Voice is more reliable in a team fight setting, and sadly Unite is more of a team-based game than a solo game. So Hyper Voice, more of the times than not, is actually more reliable in getting the damage out that you actually need compared to running Mystical Fire and hitting one opponent for the flame and getting the cooldown reduced. Hyper Voice, once you activate it, the cooldown starts counting down, meaning that after you're finished with all your entire Hyper Voice, the cooldown essentially realistically lasts 3 seconds, allowing you to quickly prompt it and keep using it every 3 seconds after you already used it, allowing Sylveon to get a lot of damage outwards compared to if they were to just use Mystical Fire and every flame connected. A cool trick you could do is while you're running Hyper Voice, you can run away from an opponent, aim your Hyper Voice to where the wild Pokemon is going to go, because oftentimes after you hit them, they chase you, and you basically rotate a lot faster because you're basically clearing up the Corphish or the Audino or Emapom, and you're still moving to where you need to go, making rotations and clearing jungle or even lanes a lot easier. Now, Hyper Voice does require you to pay attention to your position, and as the further you are from the opponent, the more damage you do with Hyper Voice, meaning that you can get a lot of value out of Hyper Voice with a teammate to CC the enemy, like Wigglytuff's Sing, Mr. Mime's Confusion into a wall, Slowbro's Surf or Telekinesis, Pikachu's Thunderbolt, and Electroweb. The reason why you want a teammate that has CC and can actually, stun your opponents is because Hyper Voice, when it's landing, and let's say you have the right positioning, you're able to output a lot of damage, and it's a lot of free damage, especially when the opponents can't do anything but sit there and take it. This makes stealing objectives like Zapdos, stealing objectives like Rotom, stealing objectives like Dreadnought a lot easier because you're constantly outputting this damage with Hyper Voice, and every wave that hits just does damage, which makes it really easier to just steal objectives and reliably take the objectives, if not do damage on your opponents. Now, while I did mention position with Sylveon, typically you want to play at an off angle, and you want to play an off angle attacker, meaning you don't want to be in front soaking the damage as she is very fragile. Instead, you want to be doing damage from the side, which is harder for you to get hit, and you can do damage on your opponents, forcing them to retreat or die to Hyper Voice. Now, Sylveon works best in a 1-1-3 composition. 1-1-3 composition is when one person goes top lane, one goes jungle, 3 go bottom. And in this case, Sylveon works best as part of the 3 bullies that go bottom lane, paired with a defender and a support. And if you want to know more about 1-1-3, check out this whole video I did breaking down 1-1-3 in details and everything about it. So yeah. If you are running Sylveon in a 2-1-2 composition, I suggest Sylveon go top lane, as the extra XP from bottom doesn't really do anything, and top has better chances of you actually scoring compared to bottom, so you're able to take more advantage of running its special attack specs. Speaking of special attack specs, some items I suggest you running are choice specs, special attack specs, and wise glasses. Some also items you can run over wise glasses or even special attack specs is choice band, as choice band lets you live longer and get away from situations better, and plus it allows you to have a better survivability during team fights and late games if you ever get called out of position. Buddy barrier, since her unite is a free shield for her and her teammates to just survive in a fight exponentially longer. Now you can run focus band and buddy barrier. I kind of suggest the 3 glasses build of choice specs, special attack specs, and wise glasses, as the damage you output with hyper voice is really nice and forces enemies to go all the way back to their base to heal, giving you free space, or have to just immediately go down and actually die in the fight. So you're able to get more reliable XPs from the bees and the core fish with this item composition than if you were to run focus band and buddy barrier. I should note that Sylveon gets her unite at level 8, so running buddy barrier isn't bad, as you get more of a survivability option, and if you get your unite before Dreadnought, then you can pretty much save a teammate from dying popping her unite and just helping the entire team survive longer. However, if you're running Mystical Fire, I suggest you run Muscle Band, as you'll be spamming your auto attacks, which is you pressing A, a lot more, since Mystical Fire isn't something that benefits or needs choice specs, wise glasses, or special attack boost. Like the boost you get from it isn't noticeable enough to actually make you want to run it. Instead, just run Muscle Band, as you'll be spamming your basic attack and your auto attack a lot more when you're using Mystical Fire than if you were to just run special attack specs. Summing everything I just said, these are some sets that I suggest you run that you can actually rock with Sylveon if you don't want to run a very standard set and you want more options. Hey, try these sets out. If you want to use Draining Kiss over Calm Mind, you're more than welcome to do so. Just be mindful that the shields and invulnerability for 3 seconds late game is really nice for Sylveon, especially since you'll be able to live a lot longer, do a lot more damage with Hyper Voice, and just be really hard to kill with Sylveon late game than if you were to run Draining Kiss. Typically speaking, with using her unite, you actually want to use it to save yourself and run away. It isn't game changing, and Sylveon's unite is primarily selfish and used more of as a panic button to get some HP, life steal, and run away. And it's a free way to just reposition in a fight, best way to just, give your shield to an opponent. But it's not really a, you pop this unite, you will win a fight. It's more of a, oh, okay, we're in a fight, I need to quickly position, I'm going to go down, pop unite, pop your shields, reposition, use hyper voice, use Calm Mind, use Draining Kiss, use your abilities to just sustain longer in a fight and turn the fight. A cool tech you could actually do is when you need to escape with Sylveon and you use her ult, you can actually jump over the whole wall, allowing you to get away from enemies and actually juke them a little bit, break their ankles if you will, with Sylveon's unite, which is pretty useful if in case you actually need to just pop her unite and quickly steal a Zapdos, let's say, or like quickly run over somewhere and rotate faster. This is a viable strategy you can actually do with Sylveon using her unite. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If there is a tech or tip from Sylveon that I actually missed and didn't cover, hey, leave it in the comment. I'm happy to try and have more comments be pinned up there. That way more people can do and learn more from this entire Sylveon guide. If there's a Pokemon you want me to cover in another future video, hey, comment down below. I'm happy to go in depth on more Pokemon, more things going on. Gradient just came out, so I'm looking forward to Gradient and everything that Gradient can do. So yeah, without further ado, my name is Gabe. I'm out, guys. Peace. Later.